Okay, be honest. When someone asks you in English, "What time do you wake up?" do you freeze for a second before answering?
Everyone freezes on that question. It sounds so simple, but morning routine vocabulary is actually tricky.
Right? Because you don't just wake up, you also get up, and there's a difference.
Exactly. And today, we're fixing all of that confusion. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be able to describe your entire morning in perfect, natural English.
Welcome back to Talk Emma. I'm Emma,
And I'm Jack.
and today's episode is all about something every single one of us does, our morning routine.
It sounds simple, but trust me, this topic is full of little English traps. Wake up versus get up, phrasal verbs, time expressions, we're covering it all.
Plus, we've got a fun role play later, so don't skip ahead.
Let's just get started.
Segment 1. The wake up vocabulary. Wake up versus get up.
Okay, Emma, quick question. What time did you wake up today?
I woke up at 6, but I got up at 6:30.
Wait, that's actually a perfect example. Most learners think wake up and get up are the same thing.
They're not?
Nope. Wake up means your eyes open, your brain turns on, but you're still in bed.
Okay.
Get up means you actually leave the bed. Your feet touch the floor.
Oh, that makes sense. So I can say, I woke up early, but I didn't get up right away.
Exactly. That's a supernatural sentence. Native speakers say that all the time. What about I overslept? I hear that word a lot. Good one. Oversleep means you slept longer than you planned, like your alarm went off, but you didn't hear it.
It's basically my Monday morning every week.
Same here, honestly. So here's a useful sentence. I overslept because I forgot to set my alarm.
Let's give people a few more phrases here.
Sure. You can say, my alarm went off at 6. I hit snooze twice. I finally dragged myself out of bed.
Wait, dragged myself out of bed? That sounds so dramatic.
It is dramatic, but that's the fun part. It means you got up, but it was hard, like your body didn't want to.
Okay, I actually love that phrase. I'm using that one.
Great. Now that we've got the waking up stage covered, let's talk about what happens right after you get out of bed.
Segment 2. Morning habits and common mistakes. Okay, so after I get up, I usually brush my teeth, wash my face, and get dressed.
Good list. But here's a common mistake I hear a lot. People say, I wear my clothes instead of I put on my clothes.
Wait, what's the difference?
Put on is the action of putting clothes on your body. Wear is more about the state, like I'm wearing a blue shirt describes what's already on you.
Oh, so I put on my shoes is the action, but I'm wearing my shoes is just describing it.
Exactly. You got it fast.
What about breakfast? Some people skip it, some people don't.
True. So you can say, I grab a quick breakfast if you're in a hurry, or I skip breakfast if you don't eat at all.
I definitely grab a coffee before anything else. Coffee first, questions later.
Honestly, same. That's actually a great phrase, too. Grab a coffee. It means getting coffee quickly, usually on the way somewhere.
What about people who go to the gym in the morning?
You'd say, I work out before work, or I go for a run.
Wait, is it do exercise or work out? I always mix these up.
Good question. A lot of learners do. Work out is more natural in spoken English. Do exercise is grammatically fine, but native speakers rarely say it that way.
So, I work out every morning sounds more natural than I do exercise every morning?
Exactly. Small difference, but it makes you sound much more fluent.
Okay, that's really useful. Now, what about the age-old struggle, getting ready on time?
Oh, this is where everyone relates. Let's talk about that next.
Segment 3. talking about time and being in a rush.
So, Emma, are you usually early or are you the 5 more minutes type?
I am 100% the 5 more minutes type.
Same here, honestly. So, there's a great phrase for that, running late.
Like, I'm running late for work?
Exactly. And if you're trying to fix it, you can say, I need to hurry up, or I'm rushing to get ready.
What if I want to say I don't have time for breakfast because I'm in a hurry?
You could say, I don't have time to eat, I'm rushing out the door.
Ooh, rushing out the door. I like that one.
It's very natural. Native speakers use out the door a lot when they mean leaving quickly.
What about when everything actually goes well and you're not in a rush?
Then you can say, I took my time this morning, or I had a relaxed start to the day.
That sounds so peaceful. I want more mornings like that.
Don't we all? Okay, now here's a listener-style question I think a lot of people wonder about.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
People often ask, what's the difference between in the morning and this morning?
Actually, yeah, I get confused with that too.
So, in the morning is general, like a habit. I go for a walk in the morning means you do it every day. But this morning means today specifically.
So, I went for a walk this morning means just today.
Exactly. Perfect example.
Okay, that clears it up a lot. Now, should we move to the role play?
Yes, let's put all of this into a real conversation.
Segment 4. Role play. A real morning conversation.
All right, everyone, here's the setup. Emma and I are roommates, and it's a typical rushed morning.
Let's do it.
Hey, are you up? We need to leave in 20 minutes.
I know, I overslept. My alarm didn't go off.
Seriously? Again?
I hit snooze like 3 times, okay?
Well, hurry up. Did you at least eat something?
No time. I'll just grab a coffee on the way.
Fine, but don't blame me if you're starving by 10.
Deal. Give me 2 minutes. I just need to put on my shoes.
2 minutes? You always say that, and it's never true.
This time, I mean it. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go before we're really late.
Okay, that felt way too real.
Honestly, that's basically my life.
Let's break down a few phrases from that scene. First, my alarm didn't go off. That means the alarm didn't ring. It simply didn't work, or you didn't hear it.
And hit snooze means pressing that button to sleep a little more.
2 minutes? You always say that, and it's never true.
This time, I mean it. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go before we're really late.
Okay, that felt way too real.
Honestly, that's basically my life.
Let's break down a few phrases from that scene. First, my alarm didn't go off. That means the alarm didn't ring. It simply didn't work, or you didn't hear it.
And hit snooze means pressing that button to sleep a little more.
Exactly. Then we had hurry up, which just means go faster.
And grab a coffee on the way means getting quickly while you're going somewhere else.
And finally, put on my shoes, which we already talked about earlier.
This was such a fun way to see the phrases in action.
Right? Role play always makes it easier to remember. Okay, now let's wrap up with a quick recap.
Segment 5. Key takeaways.
All right, Emma, let's recap the important phrases from today.
Okay, starting with the basics. Wake up means your eyes open. Get up means you leave the bed.
Good. Next, oversleep means sleeping longer than planned. Hit snooze means pressing the button to sleep more.
Then we have put on clothes, which is the action. wear clothes, which describes the state.
And finally, in the morning is a habit. This morning means today specifically.
Great list. If you write these down and practice them, your morning conversations in English will sound so much more natural.
Absolutely. Try making one sentence with each phrase. It really helps.
Well, that's it for today's episode.
Thank you so much for watching until the end. We really appreciate you spending your morning or afternoon or evening with us.
Whenever you're watching, we're happy you're here.
If you enjoyed this episode, tell us in the comments, what does your morning routine look like? We'd love to hear it in English.
And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Talk Ema if you want more everyday English lessons like this one.
Next time, we're diving into a topic everyone struggles with, ordering food in English without feeling nervous.
That one's gonna be fun. See you all next time.
Bye, everyone!